All right, let's talk about that look. You know the one. You're scrolling and you see these incredible, moody sci-fi scenes with glowing portals and mysterious figures. And you probably think, yeah, right. I could never make that. Well, I'm here to tell you that you absolutely can. So let's just dive right in and break down step by step how to create that stunning viral sci-fi look with just a few simple lighting tricks.
So, first things first, let's make sure we're all on the same page. We are talking about a very, very specific vibe. It's dark, it's super dramatic, and it feels like it was pulled from some billion-dollar blockbuster movie, but it's perfectly designed to just grab your attention on a tiny phone screen. It's all about creating this huge sense of scale and mystery with actually very few elements. Okay, this quote, this is our North Star. This description is literally the goal we're shooting for. Let's pull out the keywords here. Intense blue and purple neon, cinematic atmosphere, and, this is the big one, high contrast lighting. You gotta understand, these aren't just cool sounding words. They are the exact ingredients we're gonna use to build our scene. This is the vibe we are chasing. So how in the world do we get there? I know, it looks super complex, but I promise you, it is not about having a truckload of expensive gear. Not at all. It's about understanding the why behind this look. The whole thing is built on just a few core lighting principles that are, well, they're surprisingly simple once you see them broken down.
The number one secret sauce here is high contrast. And here's the thing you have to get. Your shadows are just as important as your lights, maybe even more so. We are not trying to light up the whole room. We are using darkness on purpose to create shape, to create mood, and to give it that pro-cinematic feel. All the mystery. It lives in the stuff you can't see.
All right, let's get practical. The entire look, this whole vibe, it really just boils down to these four things. That's it. 1, an intense backlight to get that awesome silhouette. 2, a colored key light to throw in some mood and reveal just a little bit of your subject. 3, the dramatic shadows, which you get for free by using so few lights. And 4, that cinematic atmosphere, which honestly is just a fancy way of saying haze or fog. 4 simple ingredients.
Okay, theory time is over. Let's actually build this shot right from the ground up, one light at a time. And the most important rule here, the thing you can't forget, is that we are building from a completely black canvas.
And when I say total darkness, I mean it. This is, without a doubt, the most critical step. You have to kill every single light source in your room. The lamps, the overheads, the little bit of light spilling in from the hallway, turn it all off. You need absolute control. Because if you don't start with a black screen, you're not shaping light. You're just fighting with it.
Now, this is where the magic starts. Take one single, powerful light and stick it behind your subject, and you're going to aim it right back at your camera lens. See, the goal here isn't to light the person, it's to light the air around them. This is what's going to separate them from that dark background and just carve out that iconic glowing shape. And just look at this. This shows you everything. On the left, no backlight. Your subject is just kind of lost in the dark, a blob. But then you add that one single light and bam, instant drama. Right away, you have a defined silhouette, a perfect outline of light. This right here is the foundation for the entire effect. All right, let's add our next layer. This is where we bring in the color and the story. This is our key light. So you're going to take a colored light, blue or purple is perfect for this sci-fi thing, and place it off to one side. It's going to cast light across just one part of your subject's face, which lets us see some emotion, but it also lets the other side fall off into that deep, dramatic shadow we want. Okay, this is the step that kicks your shot up from just good to cinematic. You need to add a little bit of haze into the room. A fog machine, even canned haze, whatever works. What's so cool about this is that the little particles of haze in the air will actually catch the light, making the beams from your backlight visible. It's what creates that tangible, moody atmosphere and gives your lighting real volume and depth. And now for the main event. That intense, that epic, that glowing portal effect that makes these shots just go completely viral. This is where that backlight we set up earlier really steps up and becomes the hero of the shot.
So what's the big secret to the portal? It's just that one single backlight. That's it. It's not a dozen different fancy lights. It is one strong, hard light source doing all of the heavy lifting. The simplicity is exactly what makes it look so powerful and clean.
So how do you really dial it in and make it perfect? Well, here are the pro tips. First, aim that light so it's pointing just past the edge of your subject, right into the camera lens. That's what gives you that beautiful flare. Then, slap a blue or a purple gel on it to get that intense neon color. And remember, the haze is non-negotiable here. No haze, no visible light beams. It's that simple. And finally, just play around with it. Move the light up, down, to the side. You'll see how it completely changes the portal's shape and feel.
And, well, that's really the whole playbook. We've decoded the look, we've walked through the setup step by step, and you now have the exact recipe to go and create this effect for yourself. All this talk is great, but the real learning starts when you actually pick up a light and just start messing around.
So let's just do a quick recap of the essentials, the big takeaways. 1, always start with a black canvas. Control your environment. 2, your backlight is your most powerful tool for creating shape and drama. 3, use colored light with purpose to tell a story. And 4, don't forget the atmosphere. Haze is what makes your light a real, three-dimensional thing you can see.
So there you have it. You now have the fundamental building blocks to create not just this one scene, but, countless others. The only thing limiting you now is your own imagination. So the real question isn't how you're going to do it anymore, it's what's next? What worlds will you light?